Welcome to Cikgu Kang Corner. Form 1 Mathematics Chapter 11 Introduction of Set. Today we are going to learn Venn diagram. We can represent sets using Venn diagrams. Okay. In the Venn diagram, the sets are represented by using shapes. Normally we use circles or ovals. The elements of a set are labeled within the circle. Okay, all the elements inside that set we label within the circle. That means inside one circle. Okay, so look at the example. Universal set. There are 8 students. Okay. Set A, there are 5 students. Okay. And A prime, or we call it complement of set A. All the elements not inside the set A. So Dali, Peisan, Yana not inside the set A. But these 3 students still inside the universal set. This is called A prime or complement of set A. Okay, so how to represent universal set and set A? Okay, so the first step, we want to draw a universal set. So universal set is represented by a rectangle. We draw one rectangle. Okay, that is called universal set. Second step, set A is represented by a circle. All the elements inside set A, we use one circle to put them together. All the elements of set A are written in the circle. Okay. Number 4, each dot represents an element. So one element, one dot. Okay, one element, one dot. Okay, outside the circle also one element, one dot. Elements of complement of set A lie outside the circle. Complement of set A, that means this A prime. These 3 students, they are not inside the A, that means not inside this circle. So they must be outside the circle. Okay, this is called outside the circle. Okay, look at the other example. Given that universal set, there are elements of x. X is between 10 to 20 and x is an integer. Set M, there are 2 elements inside set M, 11 and 17. And set N, they are all odd numbers. Okay. So draw a Venn diagram to represent universal set and set M. Okay. So the first thing we do is we list out all the elements inside universal set. So universal set said S and is an integer and X is between 10 to 20. So the elements of universal set are 11, 12 until 19. That's called between 10 to 20. Okay, set M is 11 and 17. Okay, how about set N? N means odd numbers. So from the universal set, that means 11 until 19, which number is called odd number? Okay, so set N, elements of set N are 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. That's called odd numbers. So how to represent universal set and set M? Okay, universal set and set M. So the first thing is we draw one rectangle to represent universal set. So elements, all the elements we put inside the rectangle. Okay, we want to represent set M because set M there are two elements 11 and 17. So these two elements we always put them together to make a circle. Okay. 18, 19. So 11 and 17 we use a circle to represent. This is called set M. Okay, this is set M. Okay, for the same question, how to draw a Venn diagram to represent set n prime. N prime means complement of set n. Okay, set n, there are elements 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. So what it means by n prime? N prime means element not inside the set n, but they are still inside the universal set. Okay, they are still inside the universal set. Okay, one rectangle to represent universal set. Then all the elements of universal set. So n elements of n is 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. So normally we put them together. Okay. So 14, so 15 is near to the 13 and 11, 16, 17 near to them also, 18 and 19. So these five elements inside the set n. So normally we put them together. Then we circle them. Okay. So these elements is called set n. So where is n prime? Where is n prime? So n prime is outside the circle. So I use color to represent n prime. Okay. So for those you cannot color it, then you use shaded method. You shaded the outside of circle. You can shade it. Okay. That's called n prime. Okay. If you like my channel, please visit Cikgu Kang Corner. Please like, subscribe,